Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm DJ.
And I'm Sakshi, and we've been spending a few days in Bali, and we've been here several times. We absolutely love it here. And so in this video, we are going to share an overview of the things to do here, and we are going to talk about some of our experiences. So stay with us. Bali is an amazing place because there's something for everyone here. We are going to share a lot of information, but we are going to keep it short and snappy. We've also written a blog post which covers this overview, the link to which is in the description box below. So we are going to talk about the main areas in Bali and the things that you can do there and in the proximity of those areas. So let's first start with Kuta and Seminyak. These are closest to the airport and they are the most touristy places in all of Bali. They are known for the party atmosphere, for the restaurants and the bars. There's a couple of beaches also that are popular with the surfers. And there's also like shopping, etc. that you can do in these areas. So given that these areas are the most touristy, they are also super crowded. Like there's lots of people and the roads are always very crowded. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you like parties and crowds, this is the place to be at. Now there are many famous Hindu temples in Bali, and if you are someone who would like to visit one or more of those, then Uluwatu is a very popular one, which is easier to get to from the Kuta and Seminyak area because the distance is shorter as compared to the other areas in Bali. Now the temple itself is small and unassuming, but what sets it apart is its unique cliff locations from where you can get panoramic views of the ocean, and it's also a great spot to catch the sunset. But fair warning, be aware of the monkeys there who will make a go for anything from your food or beverages to even your mobile phone and wallets.
So if you go further up north from Seminyak, you will reach Canggu. So Canggu is becoming a very popular area in Bali, especially in digital nomads community because it has a lot of co-working, co-living spaces, and it has a lot of villas which are quite cheap to stay as well. So because of its popularity, the area has so many restaurants and cafes and bars which have just mushroomed in last 2-3 years, and especially the vegetarian food scene and the vegan food scene is amazing in that area. So in our upcoming vlogs, we will be covering few of the restaurants which we tried during our recent stay in Canggu. So do watch those. We will list them in the links once those are published. So this Canggu is also very popular among surfers because the beaches have quite strong waves. So you will always see a lot of surfers taking lessons, or they're pro surfers as well on the beach. So a couple of the famous beaches over here is like Batu Balong Beach, Echo Beach and Canggu Beach. These are 3 beaches over there which are quite popular in this area. So another famous temple near Canggu area is Tanah Lot. So Tanah Lot is quite nearby from Canggu area. So the temple is quite uniquely positioned. It's jetting out on the ocean on a rock, and the one best thing which we like at this temple is the sunsets are just amazing at this place. And there are a few cafes you can just go and sit and watch sunsets from that cafes over there.
Now let's head back down south towards the east and you arrive in Nusa Dua. This is the area for luxury travelers where a lot of 5-star hotels and resorts are available. And if you're someone who wants to enjoy a relaxed beach holiday where you want to chill by the pool, get access to the private beach areas that a lot of these resorts provide, get luxurious spa treatments and enjoy drinks and dinner by the beach, then this is the place for you. If you also want to indulge in some of the Balinese culture, then there is a cultural song and dance performance which goes by the name of Devadan Show. It's a 90-minute performance which is based on the Ramayan, and for the seats, timings and availability, you can always check out their website. Now, if you're someone who's into adventures, then you can easily get to the Timbers paragliding site from the Nusa Dua area. Here a lot of different vendors provide packages for paragliding where you will glide over the Timbers beach and get sweeping views of the Indian Ocean. You can always go tandem with an experienced pilot, or you can even take paragliding lessons if you want to go solo. Now, if you move up north towards the center of the island, you arrive in Ubud, which is the cultural hotspot of Bali, and also one of our favorite places, and we spend the maximum amount of time here whenever we visit Bali. Now, there are lots of things to do in Ubud, like you can visit the Ubud Palace or the Water Palace and enjoy the traditional architecture. In the evenings at the Ubud Palace, there is a cultural performance where you get to enjoy the traditional gamelan music and the legong and the barong dance. It's a beautiful performance, and if it's your first time in Ubud, then you should definitely catch it. Ubud is also quite popular for yoga. There's a lot of options where you can learn and practice yoga, and as a result the vegan and vegetarian scene here is absolutely amazing. There are so many cafes and restaurants, and we've written a separate blog post which covers some of our favorite, the link to which is in the description box below. Ubud is also a good place for shopping. While there are stores that are available for clothing, here you can also pick up beautifully handcrafted souvenirs, gift items and utility items like mats and bags and bowls and things of that nature.
So now let's look at what all things you can do around Ubud. So one of the most popular things you might have seen on Instagram or on YouTube is Tegalang rice terraces. That's where you might see people taking that swing in the rice terraces, which is a very popular spot to go. So you can go on sunrise, which is very beautiful during sunrise, because you can see all the rays coming from various trees, and when you take the swing in the morning, it's amazing and beautiful. Or you can go in the afternoon as well. So there are a lot of cafes over there as well, so you can sit there and sip a good Balinese coffee and admire the rice terraces of Tegalang. So if you're an early riser and you are adventurous, you want to do some hiking, so nearby Ubud there are a lot of hiking sites as well. So one of the most popular ones is Mount Batur Sunrise Trek. So to go there, the tour operators will pick you up at 2 a.m. in the morning, so that you can start the trek at 3 and reach for sunrise at 5. And when you're waiting for the sunrise, they give you a good breakfast, like a small breakfast with a nice coffee or tea, whichever you would like.
Another beautiful spot, which is about an hour and a half around that from Ubud, is Lake Bratton. And it's further up north, and it's very close to the mountains, so it's very nice and chilly in that area. And there is a beautiful Hindu temple. It's called the Ulun Danu Beratan temple in the middle of that lake. It's one of the very popular temples. You must have seen this in a lot of promotional materials for Bali, and it's absolutely lovely early in the morning because there are no crowds, and you can enjoy the tranquil atmosphere of the lake and takes lots of photos around the beautiful temple. Another great spot, which is about an hour and a half away from Ubud center, is the Jati Luwi rice terraces. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's basically a large area with beautifully terraced rice fields. Now you can go here and take a walk amongst the fields and take lots of great photos. The area has a lot of restaurants and cafes as well, so you can sit over food and drinks and enjoy a bird's eye view of the panoramic views. And there are lots of vendors which offer tour packages to help you optimize time. You can cover one or more of these places in the same day. So for us, we had covered Lake Bratton and Jati Luwi in the same day. But this is not it. There are so many more activities that you can do around Ubud. There's a ridge walk that you can do. There's lots of waterfalls that you can cover around the area. There's also other adventure activities like whitewater rafting over the Ayung River, and then there is quad biking that you can do in areas close to Ubud. So the last bit here, we haven't really explored too much in the north of Bali, but one activity that we did a few years ago that we really enjoyed was the sunrise dolphin watching tour. So this is all the way in this area called Lovina, which is a black sand beach, and they take you in small traditional boats as the sun rises, and you can watch dolphins in their natural environment. So that's it for today. We hope that it gives you a good overview of the things that you can do here, and it helps you plan better for your upcoming trip to Bali. Safe travels and enjoy your trip.
Thanks for watching the video, folks.
And do hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Do hit like, share, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. See you soon and take care.